Is Candy Spelling the most beautiful white woman over 35 in Hollywood, or is the image the public is reacting to something far more constructed than it appears? That single question, originally posed in an online entertainment forum, ignited a wave of intense discussion across social media platforms and celebrity communities. Almost overnight, Candy Spelling, now 80 years old, became the center of renewed public attention after appearing on the cover of Westlake Malibu Lifestyle magazine. The image showed her with smooth skin, bright eyes, and a youthful polish that many viewers said seemed to defy time itself. Before continuing, viewers are encouraged to like this video and subscribe to the channel Hollywood Unseen for in-depth documentary-style coverage of American celebrity culture. Candy Spelling is not a newcomer to public scrutiny. As a longtime figure in Hollywood society, she's been known less for on-screen roles and more for her proximity to power, wealth, and legacy. She is the widow of television producer Aaron Spelling, whose body of work helped define several decades of American television. For years, Candy Spelling has been portrayed as a symbol of old-guard Hollywood privilege, philanthropy, and carefully maintained public appearances. However, the magazine cover shifted that familiar narrative. The image circulated rapidly, not because of a new project or public statement, but because of how dramatically youthful it appeared. Online reactions ranged from admiration to skepticism. Some praised her elegance and presentation. Others questioned the role of professional styling, lighting, retouching, or cosmetic procedures. The discussion quickly moved beyond one photograph and into a broader cultural debate. At its core, the reaction reflected long-standing tensions in the entertainment industry. Hollywood has always rewarded youth while simultaneously expecting older figures, especially women, to age invisibly. Candy Spelling's image challenged that expectation, intentionally or not, and forced a public conversation about beauty standards, authenticity, and the optics of aging in celebrity culture. What followed was not outrage, but examination. And that examination revealed far more than a single viral cover. As the discussion expanded, attention shifted away from the magazine itself and toward the systems that shape how celebrity images are produced and consumed. Commentators did not simply debate whether Candy Spelling looked youthful. They questioned how such an image comes to exist in the first place, and why it generates such intense reactions when it does. In Hollywood, appearance has never been accidental. Magazine covers are the result of layered decisions involving photographers, editors, stylists, lighting specialists, and post-production teams. Industry professionals have long acknowledged that these images are designed to present an idealized version of reality, not a candid reflection of age or time. In that context, Candy Spelling's cover was not unusual. What made it notable was her age and the cultural expectations attached to it. For decades, older male figures in entertainment have been permitted to age publicly without scrutiny. Their wrinkles are framed as character. Their gray hair is described as distinction. Women, by contrast, have often been placed in a narrower lane where visible aging is treated as decline rather than evolution. The reaction to Candy Spelling's image exposed that imbalance with unusual clarity. Some voices framed the cover as aspirational, arguing that it demonstrated confidence, access, and control over one's public image. Others saw it as a symptom of an industry unwilling to allow women to age naturally, even outside of active careers. Importantly, there was no evidence presented that Candy Spelling herself made public claims about natural aging or denied cosmetic assistance. The assumptions were projected onto the image by the audience. This distinction mattered. Without accusations or counterstatements, the conversation became less about personal choice and more about collective discomfort. The image served as a mirror, reflecting how deeply the entertainment culture ties worth to appearance, regardless of age or personal history. In the background of the debate was Candy Spelling's long-standing reputation as a figure who understands optics. Over the years, she has carefully managed public appearances, philanthropy narratives, and media visibility. The cover aligned with that pattern. It was controlled, polished, and unmistakably deliberate. What unsettled many observers was not deception, but recognition. Recognition of how seamlessly the industry can suspend reality, and how quickly audiences participate in that suspension when presented with a familiar name and a carefully crafted image. As the conversation gradually cooled, the lasting impact of the moment became clearer. Candy Spelling did not issue a statement addressing the reactions, nor did she engage with the speculation surrounding her appearance. That silence, intentional or not, allowed the discussion to settle into a broader reflection on celebrity culture rather than a personal dispute. The episode revealed how modern entertainment discourse often functions less as a search for truth and more as a negotiation of expectations. Audiences understand, on some level, that images are curated. Yet when those images challenge deeply ingrained beliefs about age, beauty, and visibility, the response becomes emotionally charged. Candy Spelling's cover did exactly that, not by making a claim, but by existing. Within Hollywood, this was not viewed as a scandal. It was viewed as a familiar cycle. A moment captures attention. Public interpretation fills in gaps. Cultural anxieties surface. Then the industry moves on. What lingers is not the image itself, but the questions it raises about who is allowed to be seen and how. Candy Spelling's legacy has never depended on public approval of her appearance. Her influence has been shaped by wealth, proximity to power, and decades of navigating elite social spaces. The viral moment did not redefine her career, but it briefly reframed how the public engages with aging figures who remain visible in media. In the end, the forum question that sparked the debate was never truly about ranking beauty. It was a provocation that exposed how quickly conversations about aesthetics become proxies for discomfort with aging, particularly when age intersects with gender and celebrity. The image will fade from public attention, as most viral moments do, but the underlying tension it revealed remains firmly embedded in the entertainment industry. Hollywood continues to sell youth while celebrating longevity, often without reconciling the two. Candy Spelling's cover simply reminded audiences of that contradiction and of how easily a single photograph can reopen an unresolved conversation. This has been Hollywood Unseen.